Perfect. I'm here with Cliff, man. What's your call sign?
It's KI5OPP.
And you know this was Go Kits challenge, not Bring Your Shack challenge. Challenge.
Well, it is Go. It has wheels.
It has wheels.
It has wheels. That makes it go.
Wow. So what all do we have here? This is so cool.
So at the bottom we have a Power Queen 100 amp hour battery, solar charge controller, inverter, Bluetooth to monitor the solar. All that is in the bottom. There are multiple power pole outlets. There's PD charging outlets. There is plain old cigarette lighter still, because some of my stuff still uses a cigarette lighter. And on that is mounted the bracket for your pole or whatever you want to put there. In the middle is tool storage. I have my test equipment and my hand tool. This is actually what I use at home. This is my home. This is what, when I'm on the radio.
This is your home shack.
This is my home. This is my shack.
Oh, I love it.
So the tools are in there, soldering, all that. And the top is the radios.
Yep.
Inside.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
The base for the 7100. The base for the 2730. The tuner for the 7100. Your power distribution. I keep the cables for programming them inside, so they're there. And then all my connections to the out, so no cables have to run under the lid. So everything has a bulkhead connection outside of the box.
I
So like
love
the
that.
microphone here, the control cable, or the control cable microphone. These are, because I couldn't find anything else, or my fan outlet and inlet, so I can put these when I'm not using it there to keep it waterproof.
Those look like nice, sturdy jacks. So you made extra sure that this is water resistant
It's
as best
water
you can.
resistant. It's not waterproof. But, I feel like I could throw a tarp or adjacent to it if I took the stuff off the top, and it would be okay. I have 50 amp or 40 amp input, or 40 amp or 50 amp, depending on which cord I want to run. And all the, if you want to go around the back with all the. So this is your VHF. This is for the HF radio, and because that will do 2 meters and 70 centimeters, it has a VHF, UHF, and an HF out. Part of my tools are out, but this is all test equipment. So I have my Tiny SA, my Nano, my soldering iron, fluke meter, SWR meter for 70 and 2 meters, solder. Oh, they also make bags.
So this is your bag of adapters.
Bag O adapter.
You got me beat on the bag O adapters. Look at that.
I can even go from, what do you call it, SO239 to 3H24.
Oh.
Because I'm basing a lot of it using ham sticks for now, just because they're cheap, they're sturdy, and they're easy to deploy.
Then in the second box here?
In here is just where my hand tools go, and that roll up thing goes in there.
So what was your mantra or idea where you're trying to build? What were you trying to get to or design?
To have something that in the event of an emergency, the county we live in is very sparse, not a lot of resources for the county that we live in. To be able to take it to a school or take it to a church or somewhere if they needed to establish a base, that this will all fit in the back seat of my pickup, and the antennas will fit in the bed, and I could go somewhere and operate. This is a tablet for doing, and then laptop. I've only been a general since September, so I really haven't delved too far into just single sideband so far. So, but eventually the digital link for emergencies.
Yeah, and you got the radio to do it. So go out to a couple field days, man.
Yeah, well, winter, we didn't do it winter, but we plan on doing summer.
Yeah.
Digital this summer. But
nice.
The thing is, it's modular. I can take just this and go with some antennas and a smaller battery and operate, and not have to have all the rest of it.
I like that. I like that. Just bring what you need, and modular. I like how that. My pack is mostly modular too, just so I can tune it to the radio and tune it to whatever I want to do.
And having the pack out, there's so much aftermarket made for it.
Yeah.
And then using these type of mounts.
The Alito mount system?
Or Ram or whatever different brands, they all interchange. So I keep extra parts so I can change the configuration.
I love it, man. I love it. Well, thank you very much, man, and good luck on the challenge.
Thank you.
I'm with Paul, future Jeep seller to me, the Boba.
Am I though?
Yes, eventually, right?
We'll get you a Jeep eventually.
Eventually.
It may not be mine, but we'll get you one.
I love it. So you won the mobile division
Yes.
last year?
Yes.
And that's why you got
2 years straight.
Ooh.
But I just barely got to have this
I
because they
know.
just made it. So I'm wearing it all day
Uh-huh.
until I have to give it up to someone else because I didn't enter this year. I thought I'd give someone else a chance.
Oh, I like it, but you're going into the HF pack
Yep.
category here. So we're going to call this the smallest HF Go kit
Smallest kit.
because that all fits into that nice green pouch, right?
Yes, it does.
So what do you got here?
So we've got the true USDX. I was testing 40 meters earlier. For this one, I got an end-fed QRP guys antenna, cut for 40 meters, of course. Nano VNA, CW key. I did forget the cable, so that doesn't help. This is like $6. You put it together, cheap. And this was my initial idea for power, but this 3AA wasn't enough. Like it wouldn't power it up. So I went ahead and went with this LifePo 6 amp hour battery.
That 6 amp hour battery will probably charge it for days.
Oh, I'm sure. I haven't tested
Days.
it, but I should just leave it on and see how long it lasts.
Yeah, BioLeno has a 3 amp hour I just picked up at
Oh, yeah.
Orlando, and it's about half that size.
I think the one Mike's got right now is a 6 amp hour, and it's smaller than this.
Yeah.
So, but I can't remember. This was cheaper, so it was more of a kit I built just for fun. I wanted to see. Once I got this SDX, I wanted to see how small of a Go kit I could make.
And what was your goals or mantra while putting this together?
Small.
Small?
Small is small better,
Yes.
or is bigger better?
It is all how you use it, man.
That's
I
right.
heard
I
you
think
can
it
make
is.
a great contact on a 1 watt.
It's all how you use it.
Yep.
And I think it goes down to the antenna. So if I can get this antenna resonant, I think I'll be good to go for QRP.
Beautiful.
But yeah, it all fits in there. Even the battery, it all fits. I even got room for a couple other little things. So it was a fun kit to build. I wanted to bring it out just to give one more thing for people to look at.
Yep. Well, thank you very much.
All
and
right,
good luck,
Frank.
Paul.
Yeah, thanks.
Here with Frank again, and what's your call sign?
KG5ZNJ.
Back here with the lean tarp, and what new you got here today?
So I wanted to do always something different every year, just because it's not the same thing. Otherwise, it's on YouTube. What's the point, right?
Yep.
So this year, because the weather's very, very iffy, and it's really just a very slight window we have before the rain hits us again this morning.
Yep. That feels a little misty right now.
Yeah, it's pretty on the edge. So today I set up a tarp in what's called a plow configuration. And the way that works is it's like a Delta, and you point the bottom part of it right into the incoming wind, and it's a very, very strong windbreak and rain shelter.
Oh,
and
nice.
That's the configuration I do if the weather's really rough. This will withstand a lot, which is why I have it. Have pretty much the same table and chair with the radio, the ASU 891. Have the Evolve 3 laptop with the tank radio sticker on it.
Oh, I don't know if you want that on there right now. I'm
Well-
getting some bad vibes, but
But I believe in sticking with against cheap Chinese stuff. So, yeah, I'm siding with Tank on that laptop issue.
I love it. I love it.
Antenna-wise, I went with an Edenfed half wave. This is a chameleon one. It's different than most that the Unun is. Yeah, that's what goes up high. So there's more weight to put up, and the light end goes down. But it's a great antenna. And today I needed a tree, and I had to come way out here. The rest of the pavilion's pretty far, but this is the only tree I could find where it was dry enough to set up without me getting all soaking wet. Otherwise, very similar to last year, and again, everything fits in that pack. I shaved a lot of weight this year. It's probably 23 pounds, 25 at the most, so it carries real easy.
Nice.
Everything's lightweight in harsh weather today, so that's basically the setup.
I like it. Is it the same kind of camping table and chair you have?
Yeah, those have not changed. Just the tarp is different. That's from a company called DD out in the UK. They make really good square tarps. Square tarps are almost impossible to find, and they allow you to do shapes like Delta shapes. If you just have a standard rectangular, you can't really make this shape properly.
Interesting.
So there's different tarps for, you know, different setups. And yeah, everything is, today it's all about lightweight and fast setup and tear down, because it could rain any second.
Yeah, I like it. That's why I'm over in the pavilion this year, just because I knew I'm going to be out and around and walking, and I didn't want to risk the rain coming and me rushing back out there.
Yeah, and everything in that bag is waterproof. If you see, I break down the radio into two pieces. The body goes into the Pelican 1200, and then the head unit goes into the, what is that, a R20 Pelican.
Nice.
They both fit perfectly in there, and when you have them in two pieces, it can stack inside of a backpack a lot easier. So there's a reason why there's two smaller ones versus one big one, and that waterproofs everything. The rest of it is Ziploc bags, and the bag itself is an Expedition Vulture 2, I believe, and it's been treated to be highly water resistant.
Nice.
So I'm very waterproof today. Because the weather's horrible.
Yeah, it's scaring some people off, but I'm glad it didn't scare you off this year.
No, I made it this year. You know.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and good luck in the challenge.
Thanks very much.
I'm with David here, and what's your call sign?
KG5LRL.
And what's your go kit for the Go Kit Challenge?
Well, I have a 991A with a manual tuner, a battery. I have a rotator controller and a laptop for FT8 communication. I'm using a Chameleon 2.0 sloper right now, connected to my Blue Sky Mast. Up top on the mast, I have about 8 meters worth of height, and I have a rotator, and I have a 2 meter and a 70 centimeter Yagi antenna that I can rotate.
Nice. And what was your goals or mantra while building your Go Kit?
Well, as I retired, my company gave the mast for amateur radio. So I wanted to showcase the capabilities of the mast. The 2-inch mast hold a payload of up to 50 pounds. I wanted to utilize something that would show off its capabilities in addition to rapid deployment. I thought that a rotator would be good, since it's really, I can really lock it in, and I can even I can position it as I need to.
Nice. I like it. And you're running FT8 currently here?
Yes, right now I'm running FT8. I just made a contact to Jamaica, 20 meters. I also made 2 contacts using the mic on 2 meters, but I'd plan to see if I can make a few contacts. Currently contacting someone in, it's a POTA.
A POTA?
Here.
Nice. Well, good luck on the challenge, and have a fun day.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I'm here with Greg, one of my SAR buddies, and what's your call sign?
K5TGF.
And tell us about your Go Kit here.
Well, we've just got a standard Nanook case. Always get them on eBay because get a good discount there.
Yep.
But the nice thing about Nanooks is that they have these pretty good lid inserts. And you can store a whole bunch of stuff, including the manual, how to operate this thing. It's always
Might
complicated.
need to get out to the park more.
That's true, I do. But the nice thing about the foam is custom, and it's from mycasebuilder.com. But the cool thing about it, as I keep telling everybody, is that I've used the old cheap foam before and busted a microphone, had to go replace it. But then, with the My Case Builder, you can take a picture of it, upload it, trace out your microphone, and then it has a nice, perfect little slot in there. I don't know if you could perfectly down there.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
And now you don't bust microphones anymore.
Yeah, you just don't throw them in a pouch or a bag randomly.
Exactly. So that's the biggest thing with design this really case for is really it's POTA, and protect the equipment. That's the biggest thing, and it's the foam is a lot more solid.
Yeah. So it's the 2-stage foam. You got the hard foam on top, and then the soft foam below.
Exactly. Yep.
I like it. So what were your goals or mantra while designing this?
Really, it's just to, how can I go to a POTA event, activation, get in and out, make life easy, right? Because everything just slides right down in there. Pack it all up, close it up,
go home.
And go home.
I love it.
Especially when if it's about to rain.
Yeah.
I gotta keep this thing.
You're my
close.
last interview outside, so yes,
Nice.
got them all. But all right, well, good luck in the challenge and have fun, man.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Frank.
Thank you.